For Chasm Radio, I'm Farm Director Joe Gill. It's today's focus on farming, and we're talking farming. We're talking to a farmer. We're talking agriculture. Is Carolyn Olson joining us? Carolyn, thanks for joining us. First of all, a little background about yourself. Very active and very involved.
Yes. I am Carolyn Olson from Lyon County. I am the District 3 Director on the Minnesota Farm Bureau Board of Directors. I also chair the American Farm Bureau's Issue Advisory Committee on Organic and Direct Marketing, and I sit on the Minnesota Department of Agriculture's Organic Advisory Task Force as a representative from Farm Bureau.
We need a bigger name tag for you.
My husband thinks I need more time at home sometimes.
What was this always kind of ingrained in you to be involved and be kind of in the forefront, or did that kind of slowly but surely kind of gain ground with you as you furthered your career, I guess?
You know, when we first joined Farm Bureau, he was the outgoing, more active one, and we went through the Young Farmer and Rancher program, aged out, we graduated from that, but going to Washington, D.C. with the Young Farmers and Ranchers is where I discovered leadership skills, and I fell in love with Farm Bureau and the process, the grassroots nature of the whole organization and what they stand for. I find myself as, I just hit a milestone birthday, and it's like, finally, I feel like I know what I found for my passion. Agriculture has become my passion. I grew up in the Twin Cities. I'm a city girl, but I became a farmer in 1988 when I got married. So, Farm Bureau has helped me to foster my leadership skills. It has helped me to grow, and I feel like the best thing I can do is to give back.
So how are you guys connecting now with consumers and such? You had a recent event in Mankato. Was that more consumer-focused, or describe that?
Well, it was kind of a multi-pronged approach. We were speaking to college students in different areas of marketing and culinary arts areas. We wanted to speak to them and give them a sample of what both organic and conventional agriculture are, the positives of both that we could. The provost there, Marilyn Wells, is very receptive to building the agriculture programs and organizing panels in a colloquium series, and this is number 5. So the series have gone really well, and fortunately Farm Bureau has been at the table on planning those.
What were questions? Did you guys get an initial response, or what was kind of the feeling and feedback you guys got?
Well, I had the privilege of being the moderator, so I could kind of be in the crowd when they're asking questions. Our panelists were Wanda Patchy, Kevin Dahlman, Chris Sapolsky, and Jared Lumen. All are Speak for Yourself members through Farm Bureau, as am I. And the crowd asked a really good mix of questions regarding organic agriculture as well as conventional agriculture. Each speaker got the chance to give a presentation and a background on their farm, and that really helped the students to see through pictures, too, what goes on and what drives our passion.
It might be a silly question. Did they understand the difference between organic and conventional? Was that a new term to them? Or?
I hope at the end of the day they understood. Like Jared he does organic farming as well, so he was able to answer a lot of the questions related to organic agriculture and explain what some of the differences were, what the things that we do different. But we also wanted the students and the faculty that were there to see that we're a lot the same as well. We have the same passions. We might drive the same types of tractors. We use GPS. We use a lot of technologies, but there are some distinct differences.
I'm guessing they're going to put 2 and 2 together and really take away maybe exactly your story or Jared's story. I think that whole putting the story to the face, that really emphasizes things a lot.
I think it does. Having the opportunity to meet a farmer and be able to ask them questions directly is so much better. And I'm an internet lover. I love Google. But being able to ask questions face-to-face is so much better than, just going to your computer and finding, not knowing if a source is reliable or not.
Carolyn Olson joining us on our Focus on Farming today. Before I let you go, I follow along too on social media, so I see you out and about traveling. You've done some road trips kind of around the nation too, huh?
Yes, we road trip down to Nashville for the American Farm Bureau annual meeting. And then just a week or so ago, we returned from a 9-day, 10-state trip down to Texas and Arizona, saw the Grand Canyon, saw White Sands National Park in New Mexico. Had a great time.
It's got to be neat to see different agriculture, too, across the U.S.
It is. And, you know, I have so many questions that I want to ask. So I need to find my farmer friends and ask them questions. We saw harvested cotton in the fields. We saw, you know, where cotton had blown across the road and it looked like a little bit of snow on the side of the road in Kansas or Oklahoma areas. And, you know, we just kind of love looking at the different landscapes.
Well, perfect. Well, Carolyn, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us, okay?
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. Carolyn Olson joining us with Minnesota Farm Bureau. It's today's Focus on Farming. I'm Joe Gill.